is looking at me.
I'm walking in, I'm walking in, I'm walking in.
Everyone is looking at me.
I'll have this drink, or maybe three. I'll have this drink.
Everybody's drinking with me.
I'll have this drink, or maybe three. I'll have this drink. Everybody's drinking with me. Shut down, leave alone with nobody else. Shut down, leave alone again. Shut down, leave alone with nobody else. Shut down, leave alone again. Come sit with me, come sit with me, come sit with me.
Pretty baby, won't you sit down?
Come sit with me, come sit with me, come sit with me.
Pretty baby, won't you sit down?
You have this drink, this one's on me, this one's for free.
Everybody's drinking on me.
You have this drink, this one's on me, this one's for free. Everybody's drinking on me. Shut down, leave alone with nobody else. Shut down, leave alone again. Shut down, leave alone with nobody else. Shut down, leave alone again. It's softer now, I'm softer now, I'm softer
This
now.
party's closing down, let's head out.
It's softer now, I'm softer now, I'm softer
This
now.
party's closing down, let's head out.
It's not that late, we'll find something. It's not that late,
It's really not that late.
it's not that late, we'll find something. It's not that late, it's only 3 a.m. Shut down, leave alone with nobody else. Shut down, leave alone again. Shut down, leave alone with nobody else. Shut down, leave alone again. Shut down, leave alone with nobody else. Shut down, leave alone again. Shut down, leave alone with nobody else. Shut down, leave alone again, again,
The stewardess said both pilots
Can you fly this plane and land it?
Poppin' Off.
can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me
Poppin' Off.
You ready?
Born ready.
Welcome into Poppin' Off! I am Danny Otto. Joining with me tonight for the first time, it's our special guest co-host, Lauren Mayhew. Joining with us. You want to say hi?
Hi guys, what's up?
Yeah.
So nice to meet you all. So glad to be here.
Joining with us as always, it's 50 Shades Greg.
You could be anywhere doing anything, but thank you for being here doing us. I nailed that one. I nailed that
I
one.
really felt that one.
I nailed that one.
Like, that one was good.
I nailed it.
Sometimes he just phones it in and we have to actually play the
Well, I
best
had
version
never heard
we
it
had.
before. I feel like that's a joke that you've told more than once.
I
but-
have. No, that's my catchphrase.
It's his
Oh,
catchphrase.
so
Yeah.
Okay, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
So you have a lot to learn. That's his catchphrase.
I do. You guys, for those of you just tuning in, obviously everyone's just tuning in. We've just started the show. Before I got here, it's my first day, and people are already heckling me. Some baloney.
That's
No, we've gone hard on Lauren already. Danny was giving her so much shit earlier.
well.
Lots of shit.
It has to. She has to get used to it.
Well, you know what? In all honesty,
Tim made me
that is
cry
true.
his first day.
Yeah, that is true. All
Cry?
of this is true.
That's
I
cute.
cried
Yeah.
his first day, not my first day. His first day.
Yeah.
Because he was so good or so bad or...
No, he's a
So
dictator, and he
mean.
just yells at us
So
during the
mean.
break.
So
You'll see. You'll see.
mean.
during the breaks, he'll go.
Of course, we're kidding, Tim.
He'll be like, "Guy, he doesn't have a microphone. We can say whatever
I know,
we
but
want about him."
But it's not true.
During the breaks,
he's a wonderful
he'll go,
individual.
"Guys, that was really great, Lauren. Don't ever
And I
do
love
that
him.
again."
That's kind of true, but he's just looking out for us. You know.
I get that.
Yeah, come on, you know.
So how have you been? I mean, we've been slowly following,
getting to know you.
following you, and
Insta stalking me.
look.
Well, you have to. What else can
If
can
you're
we
gonna
do?
be on the show, there's a level at which we have to Insta stalk you.
No, listen. You guys were all Insta stock today as well. So
Wonderful.
Made us-
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have anything entertaining.
Well, here's the hilarious part is I know for a fact that at least Tim and myself have almost nothing on social media.
I know you guys.
My Facebook has.
I did some deep digging. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I
I
really
don't
dug
have
all
a
there was
lot.
to see. So
Yeah.
I went there.
Well, I appreciate
I
that.
went deep.
And we went deep on you.
I don't.
Phrasing.
I don't. You probably shouldn't have said it that way.
right.
By the way,
Anyways,
I didn't
are we
know
live?
this. We are definitely. Well, I
right.
hope we're live.
Yeah.
I mean, I was told that we're live,
Yeah.
but I'm not
think that
seeing
we
enough people right now.
God damn it.
Like we got Oh Hi Johnny Rico.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Tim, who doesn't count because he's downstairs, and we have Billy McDonald. I don't know what's happening.
Well, it's fine. Let's not worry about it.
Where is everybody?
Oh, they're coming. Don't
Peeps,
worry
where
about
you
it.
at?
Right.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we're gonna get a lot of stuff about you. We have a lot of interesting things that Tim found. He did more of the deep dive stalking.
Oh,
Greg and I
Yeah.
just did the surface
Yeah.
surfacey.
stuff just so that we had
stuff.
stuff to talk about.
No, like well, actually, there's a different thing between Lauren and I that I don't know if you know about.
Oh, great. I can't wait to hear.
We have parallels, a lot of parallels in our lives.
Oh,
Were you aware of this?
I was not.
Okay. So, two major things,
Okay,
very major
great.
things.
Lay it on me.
One,
Mhm.
we were both in Uncharted.
Oh, what character are you?
I was Jeff Winnis, the cameraman.
you are
That's
still
amazing.
Jeff
Yeah, I am still Jeff.
until they put him to death.
I also did a lot of other crap with that.
You didn't say shit. Why did you say crap?
Well,
that was
shit.
weird.
Yeah. But I was there from the beginning.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I was only in the fourth one.
Right. No, I know, but like you came right after I left. So like
Oh.
was Gordon Hunt still there?
No, so I recorded everything in LA.
Oh,
Not
okay.
here. That was before I moved to New York.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I did everything remotely. So I met no one.
Oh, wow.
I literally just recorded at a studio there and was like patched in to the New York offices, whatever. So I
Wow.
literally met no one.
See, now I haven't even played our game. So what character were you?
I haven't played our game either. Truth.
Yeah. I love that. I love that.
If both of you
'Cause
guys
now
got-
I don't feel weird about it.
If both of you guys got copies of this game, I will gladly take one of
You know,
them.
but
and
they don't
play.
give us copies. They don't
No.
do
That
that.
should be a
No.
rule. If
And that's lame.
if you are a part of something, whether you're in a movie or whether you're voicing a character on a video game,
Yeah.
you should instantly get a copy.
I'm going to be honest. Amy
But I do
Hennig-
know my character.
Uh-huh. Well,
I do know my character. So my character essentially is one of the sidekicks. I'm the chick with the short dark hair with all the artillery, like the big guns.
I don't want to
my
cut you off because that sounds awesome, but we do have to go to commercial break.
yeah, because there's one more thing.
Do it.
One more parallel.
There's more than one.
We'll
Anyway,
get to
she
it.
took over your character's place, so you guys should
She
battle
did.
to the death for Uncharted 5. Anyway, guys, we'll be back right after this. We have so much to get to. We're going to introduce more about Lauren. We're going to have Netflix and Spill. We've got a special guest. Stand by. There's so much more popping off after this.
Pop, 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 pop.
It's popping off.
I want to call him Alex Boob because he told me when we called him, he said I can call him Alex Boob.
Is it true what Danny just said?
Yeah, you could call me Boob.
Okay, cool. All right, well, dope.
Since growing up, everyone calls me Boobs or Booby.
I'm in on that.
Shows a lot of confidence, and I like
See,
it.
and it's really weird because growing up with the name Peter, everyone just called me Dick.
I call you that for a different reason.
Watch live and on demand at youtube.com/poppinoffshow. It's popping off.
The execs at Netflix tell the actors that are promoting their stuff that's going to Netflix that they want to stay away from the terms binge watching.
Didn't they coin the term binge watching? Isn't that like what they're known for?
Right, but they want to stay away from binge watching, the term binge
They
watching.
want to go to what? Like Netflix and chilling?
Or they want to get away from it because it has a negative connotation to it. You have to figure anything binge is associated with binge drinking and binging anything.
But now, when I think of binge, I don't even think of binge drinking. I just think of binge watching.
Watch live on the FNTSY YouTube stream.
You. you feel about it. It's one of my favorite songs. Okay, good. There you go. There it is. Welcome into Poppin' Off. I am Danny Otto. Joining with me tonight, the one, the only. Wait. Are we gonna get her
A nickname?
I've
got
a
it.
nickname.
Do you want to
ready?
bestow it now?
I will bestow it.
Born ready.
I will bestow it now.
Okay.
Lauren, may the force be with you.
It's so long.
It doesn't matter. It's too good.
I feel like nicknames are supposed to be shorter, but
All right,
that's
let me
like
try.
it's more like a sentence.
Let me try. I'm gonna try. Sean, can you run the music one more time, really quick? Okay. Wait. We're gonna try it.
But
one
no
more time.
Lauren.
I'm
Just may the force be with you.
Okay. You got it? There we go. We're gonna try it. We're trying it live, guys. I apologize.
We're like doing a dry run.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Welcome into Poppin' Off. I am Danny Otto. Joining with me tonight, the one, the only. May the force be with you.
Hey.
50 Shades of Grey.
All right, I'm going to have to check with Lauren off air because you can't put someone on the spot and then she's going to be like, I love that nickname when she might not. So we'll find out afterwards. Here's the thing. Next episode, if I'm still calling her that, she's fine with it.
Yeah.
If we're not calling her that, I'll come up with another one.
And he got in trouble. No, I'm just kidding.
I thought we were just going
That's
to
right.
give her like hashtag low or something.
Lolo.
That would be too, it's
But
like
not
I'm already
low.
called low.
But
Just low.
Low.
So hold on.
Or hashtag low key.
This is a great transition into why Lolo.
You know what? I'm not really sure why people call Lauren low. It just became a thing, and then low turned into Lolo. And then I found out that in Filipino, Lolo means grandpa,
Oh, my sister-in-law is going to know that.
So you're
So-
Grandpa Mayhew.
basically.
Yeah!
I didn't realize.
You missed so many of my birthdays.
Like, literally, that's what that stands for all Filipino people. So,
Wait, is that true?
Yes, when my
sister-in-law is Filipino. Like, I'm gonna have to talk to her about
Tell
this.
her,
This
tell
is
her.
amazing.
Because I'm like, darn it, that is so not cool. Like, me just calling myself Grandpa Mayhew, essentially.
DJ Grandpa. DJ Grandpa. No, I say you steer
DJ
in-
Papa.
I say you steer into the skid now. DJ Grandpa.
I just own it.
Yeah.
Just
I
like
should come out like my shtick should be like come out like with a cane.
with depends on and depends. Yeah. Just lean into that skid. Embrace it.
Stupid.
So we have a lot of stuff that are I don't know what adjective to give him. Tim downstairs.
Dick face.
Our Tim.
Our
Tim.
Our
Yeah, we'll call him our Tim.
Our Tim.
I do love him.
Dug up about you.
Oh, great.
By the way, can I say
Oh,
one
no.
thing that's completely off script? Not that we're scripted, but completely off thing. I have a cousin who's older than me named Lauren. And so every time I've said Lauren and said oh, I'm going to have Lauren next to me, I'm like half excited because it's a new person, but half just weird things were coming back to me. Like when my cousin and I would just she would just sock me because I was super annoying.
Oh, this
And I'm
Lauren's gonna do that too.
It's like
definitely.
post-traumatic stress.
So just
yeah.
the name Lauren, I'm going,
yeah.
oh,
No.
this could go badly. And one of her favorite bands was No Doubt, and Tragic Kingdom was she put that on repeat all the time. And I was,
I feel like
real
everyone
little.
did though during those years
Agreed.
because that was
I agree
But
with that.
at the time, I didn't like No Doubt because I was little, and she had it on repeat.
Dude, that was a dope album.
It was look. I appreciate it now. I love it
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
But
That is a
back in
that's a
time,
classic
little
album.
Danny was I don't want to hear I'm just the girl for the 80th time.
gotcha.
I'm gonna break
That's
that
fair.
CD, and I broke the CD, and it went really bad.
Well, because you broke her CD.
Yeah.
So.
I was a
Yeah.
little asshole.
Yeah. And that's
That
not
sounds
good
like
karma.
you really brought it upon yourself, Danny.
You sure did.
That
Right?
probably.
I'm with you.
Yeah,
I'm with
I'm
you.
not arguing that.
Let's hey, Lauren, let's start the teaming up on Danny.
What? Why?
Finally,
Let's
because
officially
the
start-
teaming up on Lauren was not my fave.
Yeah.
I-
So that's over now. And let's officially start the teaming up on Danny. I'm like that asshole in Risk that's going to the bathroom and catching people while they're making a sandwich, and I'm like, dude, just team up with me just to get rid of him, and then we'll move on from
So
there.
anyway, moving on.
Oh, you.
Yeah, what do you got for me?
Yeah, bring it.
I heard that you were in a TV series on PBS.
This is true. So
You're damn 8 years old.
Tim really, really brought it back.
Oh,
I feel like I
really
don't
did.
even talk
Deep.
about the Reppies anymore, but I was essentially on a show that was like a step up from Barney.
Okay.
It was like rock star dinosaurs that were all...
Well, there they are.
There they are.
Yeah.
Yep, that's them. You know what's crazy actually though now is that they're all, I've run into them because after that I actually became part of a girl band where I toured with like Britney Spears and Sync, Destiny's Child.
That is literally the next thing on here.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
And I actually ran into a bunch of the people who were the Reppies dinosaurs because they were like backup dancers for like Britney or for all these different
Oh, are you
artists.
serious?
That's
Yeah, it's really
super
cool.
weird that they would be the same. Like,
Yeah.
you wouldn't think like, oh, I dress up for a kid show. Oh, I'm a backup dancer
Right.
for Britney Spears and Beyonce.
I'm
But
also a
what they
mascot on
do-
weekends.
There we go.
Exactly.
That's a
Well, because
very-
the dinosaurs, you know, they were singing and dancing dinosaurs, so of course they had to dance. And I can't even imagine what it would be like to dance in those costumes,
Oh,
but
no.
it seemed pretty miserable.
Oh, so you're saying that's why they have to be professional dancers?
Right, because
I
they
get
actually
that.
still had to dance. They
Get it?
still They were still choreographed dancing, and they were in a dinosaur costume, which made it infinitely harder and hotter.
skills.
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 So, I mean, you already moved to the next thing on this list that we
Oh.
were gonna mention.
Did
She's a
I
pro.
ruin your situation?
No, you're a
Or-
pro.
Oh.
Absolutely.
You're already doing the segues.
You
Well,
can just
Bro.
host the whole
I have a
interview.
copy of the schedule right here, so I could just run you through it. Hold
Yeah,
on.
I mean, Greg and I could just we'll take a break. You interview yourself.
Yeah, it doesn't matter because
Anyway, let me start at the
Danny and I
beginning.
can barely do this.
Yeah.
And we've been doing it for over a year. You
No.
almost 2.
Year for you and me
Yeah.
is October because it's New York City Comic Con.
Oh,
we
yep.
literally all met at New
Yep.
York City Comic Con.
We
That's
did.
a cool story. We'll tell you off air.
Yeah.
But
Awesome, can't wait.
that'll be a year. I've been doing it for longer than a year.
Yeah.
But yes.
But she already does it better than us.
Absolutely. She's a
True.
professional.
Yeah, I know.
Just kidding.
So, PYT.
Yeah, so PYT came after that. So I was in a girl band. We were signed to Epic Sony. And we got to do lots of cool stuff, like tour with Britney and NSYNC and Destiny's
Amazing.
Child, 90 Degrees. Oh my God, there's a picture of me.
Oh.
Guys, guess how old I was there?
Oh my gosh.
I
20?
was
14.
Yeah,
Yeah!
14?
14, maybe 13 actually. Yeah, it's debatable. Probably 13 actually. But yes, because I got signed at 12 years old, and then we were signed until we were about 12. So we just toured constantly, but we got to do so many amazing things. In addition to performing at the actual Super Bowl, which was amazing. And-
Aerosmith.
yeah, Steven Tyler told me I rocked.
Yeah, well,
Get that.
and
Ever.
I believe it.
Ever. By the way, I ran into him like years later at like a Halloween party in LA, as one does.
Yeah.
And
what
as
we
one
do.
does. And we were in line
Clearly.
for the In-N-Out because it was catered at
And
this
it was
party.
probably 2 in the morning.
No, it was like midnight-ish.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like shit hadn't gotten
That's
crazy
right.
yet. Can I say shit?
Yes,
You can say shit. The only thing you can't say.
No, you can say one F word.
Yeah, you get one F.
One, okay.
No C's.
I don't really I don't F word. I
No-
don't do any C's.
No C's.
No
Yeah,
C's.
no
I
C's
would
are
never
really
see.
bad.
Yeah,
would
I'm
never
just
see.
saying on the total
I would
scale
never
of
see.
things. No
I would
C's.
never see
we
word.
allow one
Yeah.
F because there are some times where you just kind of gotta say
You
F.
gotta say it.
Okay.
Sometimes it
once in a
slips
while,
out.
once in a
Sometimes
while.
you need it for emphasis. But shit, say all the shits you
Yeah,
want.
shit,
Say all the
right?
balls.
Okay, great,
say all
great,
the,
great, great.
you know.
So, anyways, you left off at shit.
All right.
Okay.
Shit.
There you go.
Okay, so I'm in line for the In-N-Out, and I'm like, hey, excuse me, sir, could you pass the ketchup? And like Steven Tyler's like, oh yeah, you want some of this? And I was like, oh shit.
What?
I was like, I didn't even know. He like just turned around on me and was just all Steven Tyler like,
And
and I
then-
was like,
And then he went,
oh shit.
and then he went, hi, yines,
So
hi,
he handed it to me,
yines.
and obviously he doesn't like remember me, but of course I know who he is, and I wanted to be like, yo, so this one time we played together at the Super Bowl, no big deal, and you told me I rocked, but I didn't say it, and I still regret it to this day. Why didn't I do it? We could have become besties. That could have been our moment.
No, you really should have.
God.
But you can't beat yourself up about that.
If
They
you had
do.
said that,
No.
your life would have been completely different.
Totally different.
Completely
Totally different. I'm
different.
basically everything's a waste after that.
Oh, absolutely.
Not true. Because I'll tell you why. You're killing it.
Oh, because here we are on the Poppin Off show.
That's right.
Crushing life.
And you are killing it.
Killing it. So anyway, PYT, it was super awesome. Got to meet a lot of amazing people. Got to tour around the world. Got to do a lot of cool things. Had a bunch of songs on really big soundtracks like Miss Congeniality and Center Stage and Bring It On, which was super cool. I still remember to this day the first time I heard my songs on the radio, and I made my mom stop, and I did like a little dance outside on the freeway just for myself.
Oh, no, that's amazing.
12-year-old me was like, oh my God.
No, of course. No, that makes sense.
Yeah, it was cool.
Of course, of course. So let me ask you something about PYT.
Sure.
So when I first heard PYT, and I said this to Tim, I said, I'm pretty sure that's a Pretty Young Thing reference.
Yes, it is. We were assigned to Epic, which was the same label that Michael Jackson was assigned to.
That's what I'm saying.
And we had to be, it actually had to be like approved by like his team and everything. So yeah.
Because PYT is a song, Pretty Young Thing.
Not Pretty White Things, but Pretty Young Things.
Well, I would say.
We were pretty white, though. We were pretty white.
I would say that what that was is a Joe Biden slip.
Oh, my gosh.
Because I don't know if you know about Joe Biden.
right.
Look it up.
All right. Remember we said that he just says whatever he wants
Yeah,
to?
he
I
does.
do.
Anyway, so we don't have a lot of time. I don't want to gloss over anything.
Right.
But we do have to. We
Move
have
on.
we have an awesome guest coming up after this. Not that you're not awesome. You're in studio with us, and you're going to be here for the whole show. I heard a rumor that you're going to be here for Thursday's show also.
Yes.
But we do have a guest
Thank
coming up.
God.
But before that guest, I wanted to get into a couple of other things and just kind of not gloss over, but you did some cool shows also, like moving forward in your career. You didn't do them while you were in PYT or anything.
No, after, yeah.
So you did Law and Order, Joan of Arcadia, CSI, and then you did some hosting for WWE.
Yes.
And so what's funny is we have a lot of viewers and listeners. We call them the population. And a lot of them are into MMA and to pro wrestling.
Yep.
Stuff like that. So that means something to them. So we only have, like you heard, about a minute. But how was that experience? How did you get into that? What did you...
So it was a random audition. Literally from my commercial agent. And I was like, oh, you mean like the guys in tights? Yeah, sure. I'll audition for that. Like, sort of. I was just graduating from college, and I knew nothing except from like 12 years old. There was like a guy I liked who I had a crush on who was into it. So I was like, sure, that's like the last thing I remember. So anyway, I went in, and then it wasn't until I screen tested for it where I'm literally in Connecticut, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is like a really big deal. And so I was like, oh crap. So took it seriously, and then I got it, and then I did it for a whole year, and it was awesome. And I have so much respect now for the WWE and like for the brand that they are and for the universe that they've created. And the fans are so loyal. It's unbelievable. And I met some really cool people. It was definitely very different than anything else I did in entertainment.
Can I transition into one thing, please? Real
Gotta go
quick.
commercial break.
I know, real quick. Okay, so the second thing, you were on Guiding Light. I was on Days of Our Lives.
Tight.
Okay,
So-
also, we both went to UCLA.
Woo!
All right, we're going to go to commercial break. But after our guest, coming up next, we have an MMA fighter named Glory Watson. Super excited about her. But after that interview, we're going to get back to some of the stories for you. Guys, stay tuned. Plenty more popping off right after this with all of us. Stay here.
It's Poppin' Off.
Joining with us for the first time ever is Zute. Not only is there like a difference between, all right, you're a gamer, and then you're a pro gamer, there's different levels of pro gamers.
People will say they're a pro gamer once they just start playing in tournaments. Almost anyone can join the online tournaments. And then you get the few that say, I'm a pro gamer now because I went to like a LAN tournament. The very top of the pro gaming level would be, it's your full-time job. There are people getting paid like six-figure salaries a year to do gaming.
Watch live on the FNTSY YouTube stream. It's Poppin' Off.
Joining with us in studio is Renest from Marvel's show The Gifted, from NBC's show Brooklyn Nine-Nine, from AMC's The Preacher. You're in everything.
I try.
I want to walk around with him just because he's so much taller than me.
It will look strange. We can skip.
Yeah.
It'll be funny.
We have to hold hands.
Like a
and
really
skip.
big smile. Like, yeah.
It'll happen.
Let's do it right now. After this, let's just go.
Yeah, let's just right
Go
after
through
this.
Times Square.
I'm waiting for the new plot to Twins.
Let's do it.
Oh! Watch live on the FNTSY YouTube stream.
Welcome into Poppin' Off. I am Danny Otto. Joining with me for the first time, hopefully not the last time,
Lola Mayhew, or as I've just been donned my new nickname, May the Force be with you. Right?
Joining with us as always, 50 Shades Greg.
Thank you, Lauren.
And I want to make sure this works. Joining with us via Skype. I don't know what that was. That was interesting.
Doesn't matter.
Joining with us via Skype is the one, the only, Glory Watson.
Oh my goodness.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay. I'm just gonna.
No, don't you say what I was about to say.
No.
What I was gonna say is
Okay, you
before
say
we
what you're gonna
start
say.
anything,
Okay.
she has the coolest name ever. Not just Glory, but Watson. Because you can go by either, and it's still the coolest name
That's
ever.
not
It's
what I
pretty
was
cool.
gonna say.
Either way, it's the coolest
That's
name
not
ever.
what I was gonna say.
What were you gonna say?
You ready, Glory?
Yeah, I'm ready.
You are one of the prettiest people that has ever taken punches in the face for a living.
I was actually thinking the same thing. I
It's
was like, your face is so intact. It's still symmetrical.
She's
you know?
beautiful.
Yes, Glory, way to go.
Unbelievable.
You must win all your fights.
Yeah, good
That's
work.
the thing. I mean, she's undefeated right now.
Undefeated.
So,
Yeah.
like, I guess that's not. She's not getting hit that often.
Yeah. Let's talk about it.
So, how are you doing, Glory?
I'm doing good. I'm tired. Not usually this stressed up. I actually had one of our teammates actually passed away in a motorcycle accident last week. So we had a reception for him today.
So
No,
sorry.
I'm so sorry. That is awful.
That's
Yeah.
really rough.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was nice to have all the team come together, support him, and he was a corrections officer, so it was a great night.
Okay.
Wow.
Hopefully more of like a celebration of life than...
It definitely was.
That's great.
Very, very good.
Harrison, get out of here.
Who's Harrison?
Yeah.
My dog.
Oh, okay. Wait, what kind of dog?
He's a Great Dane.
Awesome.
Can we see him?
doggy.
Can we see him?
Is Harrison still
Can
there?
we see him?
Yeah, hold on. Let me figure this thing out.
Yeah. Yeah, here we go, Harrison.
Harrison.
Come on, baby.
Harrison.
Wow. Yeah. Look at the baby.
He's so handsome.
He is handsome.
He's a big baby, though.
Biggest dog on the show ever.
Really?
Biggest dog on the show. So you made a first for our show,
Officially
basically.
biggest dog.
Biggest dog on the show.
How do you turn this thing
ridiculous,
back
but
around?
I
There we
love
go.
it.
While you figure that out, we have a really cool highlight thing that guys downstairs made for us.
Yeah, we got to show you
So-
kicking some bitches' asses.
While you turn your camera around, guys, can we go to that really quick?
Yeah. Show some pummeling.
Oh, 1 second. Anyway,
Well, we're good. We're
Glory, where are you right now? Where do you live?
I live in Bangor, Maine.
In Maine?
Oh, wow.
Bangalore. man.
Yeah.
Wow. I've never even heard of Bangalore, Maine. Is
Neither
that a
have I.
small town?
No, it's actually one of the biggest.
Oh, wow. I guess I don't know my Maine geography. Pardon me, I'm sorry. I don't know much about Maine, I guess.
I don't know much about Maine.
Neither do I.
There's not much going on. You're not missing.
Oh.
Is it pretty there?
Yes. Give it that.
I bet it's gorgeous.
I bet so, too.
It's up by Canada.
All right, let's
America Light.
Let's try one more time.
Uh-huh.
Guys, can we go to that? Can we go to the video?
Oh, yeah, let's do that.
So clearly she's awesome, and that's
just
why she doesn't have to
slaughtering
worry
women.
about ruining her face.
Glory,
She's
how long
not.
have you been fighting?
So I've been actively training for 2.5 years. I haven't been training for very long, and I've been fighting for a year.
Wow, that's amazing.
Wow.
Yes, I'm actually one of the most active male or female fighters in New England right now.
Yeah,
Oh
you
my
have
gosh.
you have a lot of fights under your belt for only been fighting
1
for
year?
1 year.
So what made you just decide to jump into it if you hadn't been doing it your whole life? Like, did you have another family member that was into it, or what made you decide
Great
to just jump
question.
in?
I actually was in a very bad relationship. Not a bad person, just wasn't good for me. Very controlling. And I ended up
Kicking his
with
ass.
guys. Not yet.
TBD.
Anyways, sorry, Glory.
So
Wow.
what guy is gonna say no, you can't go to the gym? So that's kind of, I found my home at Young's, and a girl that I've actually known for a good 15 years was training there, and I asked her, I'm like, are you still training? She said, yep. And I went over and I never really left. I started doing double sessions about 2 months in. Now I do triple sessions, if not quadruple session.
Wow.
So do you have, I mean, how does this work? Do you also have like a 9 to 5? Like, I mean, how is that your training and your daily life work out?
So I kind of tailored my life to fighting. When I started, again, I was in that relationship. Everything was kind of weird. I wasn't in a super great place financially or anything really. And a girl that I was friends with from the gym, I moved in with her. I actually met a woman that I was engaged to, and everything was going really great. And fighting, you have to sacrifice so much that my engagement didn't end up working out. She's still my best friend in the entire world. But in terms of work, I open the gym 2 days a week, so I'm there at 5 a.m. until 8:30 p.m. and I'm a personal trainer at the gym.
Are you starting to get sponsorships and things like that as well, since you're doing so well?
Yes.
That's awesome.
It's a lot of just local stuff right now. Trying to reach out to bigger, but it's hard being so new.
Yeah, but you got to start somewhere. I mean, you've only been fighting live for what, a year?
But
That's
the thing
amazing.
is, your record speaks for itself. I mean, in only fighting for a year, you're 5-0. Like,
yeah,
that's
somebody's
crazy.
going to notice sooner
crazy.
rather than later. I mean, you are killing it. I mean, we saw a very small snippet of that, but I mean, your career's been awesome so far.
Right. How are you not in the MMA already? Or I mean in the UFC, sorry. How?
So I'm actually still an amateur fighter. We're working our way up to the pros. Hopefully I'll have this fight, which I have a fight in 3.5 weeks. And then I have another one, hopefully 2 months from then.
Wow.
And then we'll go.
Sorry to interrupt, but you already have a second fight planned past this one, because I know you have one September 7th.
Right.
But you already are looking. So you just trying to? You're getting in another fight before the end of the year, like already after September 7th.
We would like to, yes.
Wow.
So I have a question for you. What would you say, since you've been doing so well, what do you feel is like your secret weapon? What do you think that you've been training on the hardest that makes you stand out from the rest, that's really giving you the upper hand?
Probably that I don't have the upper hand in anything. I don't have one thing that I'm specifically good at. I'm not a great grappler. I'm not a great striker, but I'm good enough at all of the things that I can pull it together and make it an MMA fight, not a boxing match, not a jiu-jitsu round. So it's stringing everything together, which I think is what MMA is supposed to be. It's just a bastardized form of everything.
Right.
Awesome.
Yeah. That's awesome. So one of the questions I think we were all kind of asking, I mean, at least I was what is prompting you to change weight classes now that you've been doing so well at flyweight? Why are you moving up a weight class? Like what is exactly?
Is it strategic?
Yeah. What's prompting you to move up?
Yeah.
So my first fight, I fought catch 130, and then I fought at catch 140, and then I fought 3 times at 125. So I fought in 3 different weight classes so far.
Wow.
And my last fight, I only had to cut 2 pounds. So more than likely, when we walked into the cage, she was a good 5-6 pounds heavier than me, which doesn't seem like a lot, but when someone's crushing you, it's a lot.
Yeah.
Well, did it make the cut? I mean, obviously, only having to cut 2 pounds is a little bit easier on you too. So did it make it easier on that side of it, at least on that side of the coin? Like you had a less intense weight cut than I'm assuming your opponent had then, at least, right?
I would assume so, but I didn't really talk to her about the cut. She was not super happy when she left. Understandably so.
When I kicked the shit out of her.
You guys don't chat while you're like grappling in the cage?
Actually, that is a good question. Like, do you ever meet these other girls? Because I mean, I would imagine, you work in the same gyms potentially, or like, are you friends ever? Like, is it like? I would imagine I know some fighters, and sometimes they have to fight against people that they know or that they've trained with or that they're friends with, and I would imagine that would be harder. Or is there like a switch?
Yeah, developing relationships.
Yeah.
All the girls that I've fought, I haven't known before, but I keep in touch with most of them after now.
Amazing.
Some reach out to be like, "You want to come cross train?" And my cousin trains with one of them, so I talk to a lot of them. Yeah.
That to me makes it
You
feel.
build some crazy relationships.
That's
yeah,
really cool.
and that is amazing because that to me makes me feel like it's more of a sport.
Well, what I was
you
gonna
know,
say,
it's a sporting mentality.
right.
You know what I mean?
So everybody's kind of trying to pull,
Just challenging
everybody.
each other. Yeah.
What's really cool is, and this is more me looking into MMA. Like I was not the biggest MMA person before I started working on MMA Junkie and MMA Junkie Radio. But during that process, I started getting introduced to more and more fighters and more fights and different divisions and different everything. But it seems like right now, this time is the like women's side of MMA is really starting to get up, like way more popular and way more fighters that are so much better.
It is. And let me ask Gloria a quick question because we're about to go to break. So one of the things that I really personally relate to is your wanting to get awareness out there about anxiety and depression. When I heard that, it broke my heart. That's amazing. I love you for this. And it's something that I struggle with. It's something that I know other people on the show struggle with. It's something that people, across the world struggle with. And I just wanted to hear a quick, just why you thought that it was important for your purpose to be to come out and just shed some light on this.
So I've struggled with anxiety and depression since I was a kid. I've been on 1,000,001 different medications. It took forever for us to find one that worked.
Me too.
I've been on the same one for 5 years now, and thank the heavens for Prozac.
That's what I'm on. That's what I'm on. We're Prozac buddies. Boom.
Yeah. But it was actually in my last fight, it was after weigh-ins. So like I said, I didn't have a bad cut, but after weigh-ins, we all went out to eat, and I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden, I just start crying. Everyone's like, "What's wrong?" I'm like, I don't know.
No,
I don't know what's wrong.
You don't. It
So
just hits you.
Yeah, and it was kind of going into that fight. I was fighting my opponent, and then I was fighting myself.
Yeah.
It wasn't a normal fight where you're just worried about one thing. And I've said to almost everyone I've talked about, I don't feel like I was mentally there for that fight. I don't feel like that was my best performance. I still took home the win, but for me, it's all about performance, and I don't feel like I performed to the best of my ability.
And I would say with any sport like that, it's really about, it's mental toughness as well. So I would imagine that would really come into play and affect you, and make it that much harder for you
Absolutely.
to really be present and be there. So I can imagine that would be hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely is. And it's something that I really am trying to push because every single day I don't go with anyone my size. I go with men and women that are upwards of 150. And right now I'm 130 pounds, so 20 pounds, you can pick that up off the floor like nothing. But when it's a person on top of you, it sucks.
But what's great about that is that, and just to wrap up, what's great about that is that for you to come out and say something like that, I mean, that's going to help a lot of people, and you know that. I mean, that's something that people, they want to hide. There's a taboo. There's a stigma.
Yeah, and maybe you saying something will make them feel better and feel like they can actually admit it to people as well. If they can be like, oh, this girl that I look up to can admit this and she goes through this, then maybe it's okay that I'm going through it.
Absolutely.
That's great.
That's what I'm hoping to do. I'm big into the whole kids thing. We have a kids program that I work with a lot, and I'm hoping that I can be a role model for a lot of them. I know we have one girl that will come and put her head on my leg and just look up at me and be like, "I love you so much." She looks at me like I'm a superhero. It's my favorite thing.
Oh, amazing.
That's awesome.
Well, that's a great service. I mean, seriously, I'm not just blowing smoke up your ass. That is awesome. Thank you for doing that.
That's incredible. And Glory, just to say, just as an overarch, and just like Greg said, we're not blowing smoke up your ass at all. You are awesome. I mean, in all aspects of that word, you are awesome. We are all very impressed. We were talking about you just getting ready for the show. We were talking about that, and we were like, this is an awesome person. Fighter, and anything, any
woman.
Yeah, absolutely. So we just wanted to say thank you so much for joining us for the show tonight.
I'm gonna cheer you on your next fight.
Oh,
We
yeah,
are.
absolutely.
We are. We're going to find a way to watch it all together.
Yeah, we should actually. Let's
Yeah,
do
we
that.
really should. Yeah.
Is it like? Is
Usually
it on?
they stream it.
I was about to say, is it online?
I don't know. It gets streamed somewhere.
Will they be
Awesome.
streaming
We'll
it
find
on
it.
Facebook?
Yeah, usually. I think they do it on my personal page too. But
Okay.
if not, the fight promotion itself will do it.
Okay, well, what's
Awesome.
her social media stuff?
Yeah, tell the listeners.
Yeah,
and everyone.
that's what I was
Social
going to get to.
media stuff.
Give us your social medias where people
Where
can
can we
find
find
you,
you?
and because I know you have a fan page and stuff too.
Yeah. So I know my Facebook is Glory Watson MMA.
There it is. That's your official
Beautiful.
Facebook page. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. And hold on, I have to ask. Hey, what's my Instagram?
That's just like me. Hey, Tim,
Hey,
what's
same
my
thing.
Instagram? I do that.
Same
I
thing,
did it
it's Glory
today.
Watson MMA.
Awesome.
There we
Glory
go.
Watson MMA. Okay.
Awesome. So
I'm gonna follow you.
yeah,
Yes,
some
us
of us
too.
are already following you from the show.
Yep.
But we will definitely be leading everybody who's interested. Go check out Glory Watson MMA.
Whatever
That's-
she does.
Whether it's on Instagram or Facebook, and hopefully there will be a live stream up there for your fight. It's September 7th.
Yep.
And there's some crazy number of fights. There's like 22 fights that night, I think.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a crazy amount of fights for that night. So
Yeah,
if-
my gym has 7 fighters.
Oh, wow.
the card
Well,
is
Crazy. Big
stacked.
night.
Yeah.
We shall be watching.
Yes, we should definitely get
We
together
will.
and watch this.
Yeah,
for
let's
sure.
do it. Good
Yeah, yeah.
luck.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll definitely be cheering for you. We don't know anybody else.
Yeah.
We're 110%
Just me.
cheering for you the entire
Absolutely.
time.
I'm a fan. I'm a fan now.
Glory, we have to go. We have to go now. But thank you so much for joining us. This is awesome. We need to catch up after your fight and recap how it went and where you're going next.
Yeah, if you'd love.
That'd be perfect. This is amazing.
Glory,
Thank you guys
go.
so much for having me.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Can't wait to have you again. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi, thank you.
Later, guys.
Later.
All right, guys, we're going to do a commercial break. Come back, do some Netflix and Spill, learn a little bit more about Lauren.
It's Poppin' Off.
For all the times that my dad gives me because I give Ashley,
I give you like once a month though. Like that's all I'm allowed to.
if real life was counted, then you would be winning a bajillion to nothing. She beats me.
I'm really
Off
sassy
air.
in real life.
Yeah.
What do you want?
Yeah.
I always have something to say.
Yeah.
But I always make sure you feel good about yourself.
That's like how my dad used to yell at me.
Yeah. Did I hit you?
I'm gonna beat the crap out of you, but I'm gonna give you a toy after it's over.
I'm gonna give you a long hug.
Watch live on the FNTSY YouTube stream. It's Poppin' Off.
All we need next is Tinder to sponsor us. Because we'll be like, shave your light a
do it,
candle
to get ready
and
for Tinder,
and
yeah.
get ready for that date.
We'll
Swipe
call it the
right.
Tinder
What is it?
package.
Is it swipe right? You know, shave your and light a candle. That's gonna be our slogan now from Poppin'
But there
Off.
should be a Tinder package. You get a Randall's candle, you get something from this manscaping website, and then you get Pete to help you with your Tinder profile.
We get paid while you get laid.
The tagline writes itself, people.
Watch live on the FNTSY YouTube stream. It's Poppin' Off.
If you could go back to your childhood and stash away one toy, what would that one toy be?
Dreamcast. I grew up in the country sticks, and so like I didn't have cool internet access. So Dreamcast was supposed to be this high tech coming in, and then like you had like the little screen on it that you could play it. I would like to be able to actually get into that.
I loved the Dreamcast.
Didn't the PlayStation 2 kill the Dreamcast?
Every system killed the Dreamcast.
Watch live on the FNTSY YouTube stream.
Welcome into Poppin' Off. I am Danny Otto. Joining with me tonight, the one, the only. I'll call you hashtag Low-Key.
Okay.
I'm giving you a different nickname.
Loki, aka Lolo Mayhew.
That's fine.
Joining with us as always for Shades Greg.
Hello.
And that's it.
That's it.
Tim doesn't get a microphone downstairs.
Oh.
We don't like him.
Oh.
Yeah. Producer Sean's on it. By the way, I don't think you got introduced to producer Sean. Sean's the voice in your
Not.
head.
Hi, Sean.
Hello, Lauren.
It is actually, and this is the reason why I'm doing this right now, and I promise we're going to get to more stuff about you, and then we're going to do some Netflix and Spill and some hashtag trending and stuff like that. It is Sean's birthday today. Right?
It is.
Right? So I wanted to officially say on air, happy birthday to our producer, Sean.
Happy birthday to you.
Ooh.
You know?
I thought we'll get sued if you do the whole thing. Don't do it.
I'm sorry. I just got mesmerized.
We don't own the rights. We can't do it. We'll get sued.
Oh yeah,
No,
no,
that's
right.
why I'm only saying a phrase.
Yeah.
Saying a phrase.
Perfect.
It's like
Hey,
1 second of it.
happy birthday, Jonathan.
Thank you, everyone. I really appreciate it. You guys are all awesome.
We love you, buddy.
Love you all, too.
There it is.
All right. So let's go back in the rundown. Let's go back 20
Let's
minutes.
go back.
We'll go back 20 minutes. So we were touching on some of the awesome TV shows that you were a part of. Greg threw out a shit ton of stuff last minute that you guys have connections on, which we can get into. I mean, we can easily keep getting into that.
Yeah, we'll get into it in the future. It's fine.
You know, the future. Yeah. But so moving past WWE, now we get into the now.
Mm-hmm.
And the things that you're up to now.
The
The now. You were literally up to something Saturday with what your career is doing things now.
That's true.
Which now you are a DJ.
I do.
Doing now.
Yeah.
We're not breaking eye contact either. We're just gonna wait until somebody messes up. So the now, you're an accomplished DJ.
Yeah, so that like kind of happened because I was singing and touring with DJs internationally, and then I was thinking, why don't I just learn how to DJ as well so that I can perform by myself? So I did. And so now I DJ here in New York City, and it's amazing at the biggest nightclubs, all for Tao group like Marquee and Lavo, Hotel Chantel, Profundo, which if you guys don't live here in New York, you're like, what? But actually, no, because
We're losing our minds.
Because actually, no, the Tao group, like Tao and Lavo and Mark, like these places are like in other cities as well. Like they're in LA, they're in Chicago, they're in Las Vegas, they're in Tokyo and Singapore, like in a bunch of different places. So that's been really fun. I also get to travel a lot for that, which is awesome because I love traveling. And I still sing and still write music. I had a song that was released through Sony with a pretty famous like Brazilian DJ duo that's doing very well on Spotify. It's called Hush, and it has 5 million, I think, streams or something like that now. So it's doing well.
Wow.
But yeah, so I've been really loving it. I've been loving living here, and been loving doing music with DJing as well. It's like a great way to be able to travel and expose my music to new audiences.
Awesome. Gosh. So I have to ask, where is, and it doesn't have to be like, oh, I've gone here a bunch of times, but where has been the coolest place that you've been not sent to?
Great question.
I already know. My favorite place by far has been Tokyo. Absolutely love it. I've gotten to go and tour there twice, each time for about 2 weeks at a time.
Wow.
And it was so amazing. First of all, I love sushi because how can you not?
Oh my gosh.
And
yes.
But all Japanese food is like amazing, like all like the noodles, the dumplings, like everything. And so what I actually used to do, there was one specific club that I used to play at all the time, and I would have to get there like around like 12:30. I'd perform maybe like 1 to 2 or something like that, and then I'd stay and hang out. And then around like 3:30 or so, I'd go straight to the fish markets, which would open at 4 a.m. and they would catch like the freshest fish, and they had all of these cool little like it's weird for us as Americans because it doesn't really exist here, but it would be like tiny little restaurants that they would only serve like 5 people at a time. And it'd be like a special sushi chef who'd basically just serve you whatever was fresh and whatever was just caught. And so I'd go there, I'd eat the most amazing sushi meal, and then go to bed and go home. So I basically slept like in like 5-hour intervals at weird times of the day. It was very odd, but it worked. And it was such an amazing time. And I just feel like it's so cool because it's such a culture shock. Everything is so different there, and the culture's so different, and the clothes and the people. And like, I mean, I've never seen so many people. There were certain intersections, like in Shibuya and like other places of the city, where like there would be this light where it would be people from all different sides of the street could cross at once. And I don't even know how everyone didn't run into each other. Like, it was just mayhem.
It's just a wall of death.
Like, it was just like
it's a wall of death.
tons of people. Like, take the busiest intersection in New York and multiply it times 4. And that's like what it was like. Yes,
Here's the
it's insane.
only way I would be able to walk around.
Wow.
Headphones, blasting music. Because I have to do that in New York.
No, you
as it
can't
is.
do that. You can't do that.
I'd have
because
to.
You'd run into people and die.
Yeah,
Like,
you
there's
would die.
something-
That's what I was going to
I'm still
say.
heads up. I'm still heads up looking. But like, I don't know if you've ever walked
You need
around.
all your senses about you.
I don't know if you've ever
cars that are all
walked around.
stealth-like, like creeping up on you.
Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead.
Yeah.
Because in New York they stop most of the time. Most of the time.
Most of the time.
If you haven't been winged by a taxi, then you
Be
haven't
careful
really
for
been
the
in
yellow
New York.
ones. They don't stop.
That's what I just said. If you haven't been winged by a taxi, do you
That's
really
right.
live in New York?
Yep.
Exactly.
Come I'm walking here.
So that was amazing. The other place that I'd say that I loved, which I just went this past year, was to Cape Town, South Africa.
Oh, awesome.
And that was amazing. So I got to play at 5 different places while I was there. And then also just because things just started like rolling and it was really cool, I got to do like a really amazing like writers camp with some of the top writers there. And like the girl who just won their South African Idol. And then I got to go on like they have a morning show. It's kind of what would be like their version of like Good Morning America. I went on, it's called they have the Morning Express and then the Afternoon Espresso. And so I went on and I performed on it, and it was super fun. And everyone there is just so nice. And there's so much cool like activities and things like that to do. So in addition to DJing, I also got to DJ a yacht party, which was pretty awesome. I got to see a bunch of animals. I went paragliding off of Table Mountain, which it has its name because of exactly why it sounds. It looks like a flat table.
Like a plateau, yeah.
But I had an absolute blast there. Really cool place.
That's awesome.
Unreal.
Very cool.
I've not been to any damn one of those places.
What's your favorite place you've been to?
You can see the Northern Lights at your house.
Dana, I don't know.
You can see the Northern Lights at your house. You were pitching that pretty hard to me.
That's cool. I've never seen the Northern Lights.
See, it's not that uncommon. She's been all the hell over the place
Northern Lights.
and hasn't seen the Northern Lights. Really? He was making fun of me because I hadn't seen it, and he's like, "You haven't seen this?" And I was like, "Yeah, no, I didn't grow up in a place I could see it." She's been everywhere. Awesome.
I've been until New York. I've always been in warm weather climates. I was born and raised in Florida, in Tampa.
Oh, we have a story for you.
Oh, listen, I saw that you guys have on your
Florida
little
story.
Don't
rundown
say
right
it.
here.
It'll
no,
cue
I'm
it.
not going to say what the story is, but I just saw that every week you guys have a Florida story that's all effed up.
Sorry,
Fucking
Lauren.
But I'm like, hey, why
Every
does Florida
night
get such a bad
we
rap?
have one.
Florida's awesome.
Well, once you start doing we're gonna include you in the Florida story.
Every night
I'm
we have
actually
a
going to
Florida
be there
story.
the first week of September, so I might cause a ruckus.
That's right.
Maybe I'll get myself in the newspaper, and that'll be the next Florida story.
Oh yeah, we
right.
should do that. Definitely.
We should do that.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Why would we not?
Yeah, so I was living in Florida, and then I moved to California, so both warm weather places, not very near the Northern Lights. So, hence.
There was a really cool story we did last week, and I won't repeat the whole story, but there is this floating hotel.
Oh yeah,
in Sweden that they're opening.
Oh, wow.
And it looks like Superman's Fortress of Solitude, but just with an open ceiling.
Yep.
And you can see the Northern Lights from it. It's supposed to be. It's like a sauna, and like it's supposed to be incredible.
Yeah.
So if you ever get to DJ in Sweden, make
That's
sure
what I
you
should
find
do.
this place.
You should stay
and
there.
Go there. Yeah.
I definitely should.
Go there. Anyway, do you guys want to do the Florida story?
I do.
Let's do it.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Lauren, are you okay with this?
You know what? I'm okay as I'll ever be. You know, I can hang with it. I know us Floridians are kind of cray. It's cool. I've come to terms with this. I'll lay it on me. You know.
All right. All right.
It's all
So
right.
we have to cue it though.
Okay.
All right.
Sean, are you ready for the cue? All right. You heard that, right? Birthday boy said
He was born ready.
All right.
I got it. Yeah.
It's time for the Florida story of the night.
What is that?
It's the Florida Man Story of the Week.
Welcome to my house, baby, take control now. We can't
It's Flo Rida.
I think Lauren knows who Flo Rida is.
Well, I don't know.
And then it goes into this weird, like.
Florida. Oh, it took me a while to
True.
catch that on. I was like,
Yeah.
really
All right.
admit that on air. But anyway.
So this one's
It's
a little
okay, I'm a big
interesting.
Kanye
and I
fan.
feel like this is technically you get out of the. It makes sense, I guess, if you're trying to get out of the rules.
Oh, I can't wait to talk about this.
Florida story of the night. Florida man denies drinking and driving, says he only swigged bourbon at stop signs.
Yeah.
Which technically,
He's right.
he got you on a technicality.
He's not drinking and driving.
But the car is still on. So what constitutes driving?
Well,
Is it
when the key is turned in the ignition,
right, when
yes,
the
but-
vehicle is on and your foot is
But
on
he
a
took it
pedal.
quite literally
Yeah.
in this. And I think we have a photo of the man. That looks like a guy that would be swigging bourbon out of a bottle.
It does, but I can I can honestly answer this question.
Okay.
So
I didn't have a question.
Well,
No, the question was what constitutes
understood.
drinking and driving.
Yeah. So I think that what happens usually is that people get all crazy about like trying to create ways to fool the cops about drinking and driving. So like one of the things I've heard is like as soon as you get pulled over, grab your booze, get out of the car, and start swigging it. Because then there's no way for them to prove when you got drunk.
But then your
I think if
blood
you
alcohol is going to be through the roof.
Right.
I think
and
if
I know
you-
that you
and
could say,
also
oh,
drunk
take
in
me.
public.
There is so much wrong, but drunk in public is way less than. But I think there's.
I feel like there's a lot of flaws to your plan.
Yeah, yeah, that's
a lot of flaws. to
You're
your
gonna
plan.
get. You're gonna get
Because
hurt.
they can still
doing
test your
that.
blood alcohol content, and if you swig that stuff, even if you have the time it takes to get to the station, it's still gonna be bad.
So they can still tell. I gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's still bad either way.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Totes.
Anyway. So,
Thanks,
we don't have
Lauren.
a lot. We don't have a lot of time, but there's so much stuff on here
There is.
that I want to get to. There's
Yeah.
a couple of stories.
Let's go.
Lay it
All right.
on us. What's the
All
next
right.
thing?
Yeah.
So Disney Plus has been talking about some of the things, or Disney in general has been talking about some of the things that they want to reboot and redo.
Oh.
One of which is Home Alone.
Oh yes, I saw.
And when the news broke about this, Macaulay Culkin went to Twitter, as celebrities do, and gave us a view into what the reboot of Home Alone might look like.
Totes.
This is incredible. He goes, this is what Home Alone now actually looks
Would
like.
look like, yeah.
I believe it. I feel
love
that
him
that's
for
pretty
this.
spot
Yeah,
on.
this is absolutely incredible.
I think
But
it's
then
very.
didn't he also tweet something like Disney, what up, call me? Or
Yeah,
something
because he's
that?
like, if you want to do
He
the
did.
reboot, I'm available.
He
Anyway.
did.
I feel
Good
like
call.
he needs to reconstitute what would be enticing to Disney because I feel like that picture is basically everything they're not about.
They would not.
I
be-
want
you're right.
Home Alone, the reboot,
Right.
to be him, but be a comedy version
Yes.
of Home Alone. And so it really is him
That would be amazing.
just getting into weird
Honestly, I think that
situations.
even if it was him being like totally, messed up and figuring out his life or whatever, like people would love that because how long
I
has it
agree.
been since you've seen Macaulay Culkin in literally anything? I would be like, yes, what's this guy doing right now?
I totally agree. In
know?
fact, I would say I would love to see a version of Home Alone where it's him at this point and his life is a disaster.
Yeah.
That could be hilarious.
Would be hilarious.
I call Lauren.
I thought you were going to go completely different with it. I thought you were going to go the Step Brothers route and have him in the same situation as Home Alone the original and just make it seem
He's
like
that
he's
age.
a child still, but he's really just playing himself.
No, but I feel
being-
like people really love the flawed characters who
Oh,
mean well and who are
absolutely.
trying to overcome something, and I feel like just kind of like Pirates of the Caribbean, for example, with Johnny Depp, who's like kind of he's a badass pirate, but at the same time he's drunk all the time and he's whatever. So I feel like Macaulay Culkin being the Home Alone kid, but being kind of troubled could.
I
kinda
love
cool.
that.
Well,
I'd
there
be
was
down
I'd
for
watch
that.
that
it.
weird.
I would too.
There was that weird rumor that Reddit made up and said that the Macaulay Culkin kid was the one who actually turned out to be like the Jigsaw from the Saw movies. Oh my god! Because he tortured his victims, and that's what Jigsaw does in all the Saw movies.
Come on.
Somebody on Reddit drew like the weird.
Don't be rude.
There you go.
Don't
Anyway,
be
guys,
rude.
we got a commercial break. We're gonna come back. Yes, we're coming back, and we're gonna tie everything. Nice little.
I think we are coming back, Dan.
I had an upward inflection at the end of it, so I was
think we
asking
are.
it like a question, but it was really weird. Anyway, guys, stand by. We're gonna come back. We're tie everything up in a nice little bow. I do have one more story when we come back. It's very funny. I'm very confused. Stand by.
It's Poppin' Off.
If you could go back to your childhood and stash away one toy, what would that one toy be?
Dreamcast. I grew up in the country sticks, and so I didn't have cool internet access. So Dreamcast was supposed to be this high tech coming in, and then you had the little screen on it that you could play it. I would like to be able to actually get into that.
I loved the Dreamcast.
Didn't the PlayStation 2 kill the Dreamcast?
Every system killed the Dreamcast.
Watch live on the FNTSY YouTube stream. It's Poppin' Off.
You were looking for the drink with vodka, cranberry, and orange juice.
Yeah, then no one helped me out. No one didn't know in the population.
Yeah, everyone ignored you.
You
on that
didn't.
one.
You didn't look good enough because I have an answer from Johnny Rico. He said it's a sea breeze.
Lassie.
Dude, that was my favorite line from the movie when he was just like, have a vodka, cranberry, and oranges. I know it's a sea breeze. Don't make me say it. I'm watching with my nephew. He's like, what's a sea breeze? I was like, you do not just listen to him?
Watch live on the FNTSY YouTube stream. It's Poppin' Off.
For all the times that my dad gives me because I give Ashley,
I give you like once a month though. Like that's all I'm allowed to.
if real life was counted, then you would be winning a bajillion to nothing. She beats me.
I'm really
Off
sassy
air.
in real life.
Yeah.
What do you want? I always have something to say.
Yeah.
But I always make sure you feel good about yourself.
That's like how my dad used to yell at me.
Yeah. Did I hit you?
I'm gonna beat the out of you, but I'm gonna give you a toy after it's over.
I'm gonna give you a long hug.
Watch live on the FNTSY YouTube stream.
This will always be one of my favorite songs. I will listen to it an annoying amount of time. Welcome into Poppin' Off. I am Danny Otto. Joining with me tonight, it's hashtag Lolo Mayhew.
What up?
I figure I'm just gonna change your nickname every single time.
That's fine.
Until we get one that's like it has
I'm
to stick
surprised
with
you guys didn't go with Mayhem, which is something that people play off of my last name all the time because they actually think it says Mayhem instead of Mayhew.
Right, but
now I can't think of anything except for that.
Well, no, because that's something everyone else does.
Stay tuned for Thursday night where all I say is Mayhem the entire time.
Need something original. Okay, May the Force be with Hugh is maybe a little long.
It's funny.
It's a little long.
It's long.
It's good.
More like a catchphase than a nickname.
I like that. We'll go with that.
Joining with us as always,
Mayhem.
50 Shades Greg.
May the Force be with Hugh.
Okay, I'm coming up with a new name for May the Force be with you for Thursday.
Hashtag Mayhem.
No.
It's already a running hashtag. It's
All right.
already a running hashtag because
Fine.
it was from those commercials for auto insurance.
That's true.
I know,
So
but
we can
that's-
already get a running
It's
hashtag.
not unique to us.
You just get a whole bunch of car commercial ads.
Yeah,
you.
the Mayhem guy, he played the Vulture in Brooklyn Nine-Nine too. And we have ties to Brooklyn Nine-Nine from somebody we know.
I know. Whatever.
Ernest.
I
From
know.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
I
Anyway,
like that Mayhem car guy. He's funny.
he is funny, right? Anyway, so there was one story I wanted to get to. Then we have a product of the night. So we
Yeah.
got a lot. We got
Let's
a little
go,
bit
let's
of time. So the first thing was the story. And the story just proves that Gwyneth Paltrow cannot be bothered to know any movie she's in
No.
or any co-star that's working with
just
her
shows
at any
up.
given time. Because she's been in the MCU since the first Iron Man.
Yeah.
So we're talking 10 years at this
Yeah, I
point.
feel like if you're getting paid millies to be in a brand franchise sort of situation, maybe do some research.
Just a little
Yeah.
bit.
Maybe just, you
So-
know the main characters.
So
Just
the-
watch your own damn movies.
So the last time we brought up Gwyneth Paltrow, it was because she had said on Chef's Table, which is
I love that show.
I do too.
That's where I found about Ivan's Ramen. I went there, I ate it, I loved it.
Yes.
So Jon Favreau has this show where he's been kind of just talking about how like he just kind of tells stories and cooks stuff. He had to learn because he was in the chef
movie. Yep.
And he meets.
Yeah, I love that movie.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's him and it's the guy that was in that movie kind of just making dishes, and then he has guest hosts in with him.
Mhm.
And so one of the episodes, it was Gwyneth Paltrow, and they were doing a vegan meal. I can't remember what it was. Or a vegetarian
She
meal.
vegan?
She's vegetarian.
Vegetarian. Okay.
She's got gloop, which is like the...
She eats gluten.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
she doesn't eat gluten. I don't know.
She doesn't.
I don't remember.
I don't-
I'm going to be honest. I don't remember. But anyway...
I don't think she eats.
He turns to her and goes, remember when we were on the set for Spider-Man Homecoming? And she goes, I was never in that movie. And he goes,
True
no,
story.
remember we were on the set for Spider-Man Homecoming? And she goes, I was never in that movie.
Yeah.
It's like on the set, not in it.
No, she was in it.
Oh, I thought you were saying that he was saying that like
No,
you were
he
just
was saying
there.
you were
Oh,
straight
okay.
up in it because he was talking about a story.
Yeah.
So anyway, so he had to show her that she was actually in it. She goes, oh shit, I didn't even know that. Anyway, so the news story came out that apparently Gwyneth Paltrow didn't know that Samuel L. Jackson was Nick Fury.
Yeah, but also Tom Holland didn't know who some of the characters were too, I heard.
But which ones? We'll bring that up in another
Okay.
episode.
All right.
We'll figure out that
Because
list.
like once we got to the back of the funeral, there were
Right.
some characters
He didn't
that
know the
people
kid
were
from
like,
Iron Man
like
3.
maybe they weren't like huge fans
But
like
here's-
of the franchise
right.
before. But how do you not research it once you are a part of it?
But
Very
what-
good call.
Where this story came from was
Very good
Gwyneth Paltrow didn't know why Samuel L. Jackson was at the funeral. She didn't even know his character. She was
Right.
just like, why is...
Well, she said, why is Samuel L. Jackson in this scene?
Yeah,
Like,
in
why
this
is he even
scene.
in the movie? Like, have you watched none of the
And Kevin
None of
Feige, the president of the MCU, goes, that's Nick Fury. He's been in the MCU for almost every single movie.
Yeah.
He goes, oh.
But like you said, Danny, can't be bothered.
Right. All right.
Like,
So
look,
she's a
I
real big fan, doesn't miss anything.
Huge
super
fan.
on top of it.
Huge
I
fan.
love her, but
anyway,
whatever.
So last thing I want to do is product of the night, which I'm very excited about.
Mm-hmm.
You will soon be able to buy an entire bag of Lucky Charms marshmallows.
Shut up! Why didn't they do that so long ago? Because everyone just
the
picks them out.
I love this.
Just the marshmallows.
It's like, you know what I think about that? It's like about time.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I'm saying?
I totally agree.
About time.
How did they not do this before?
Because every kid since the beginning of time just picks out the marshmallows,
Yep.
and it's like you'd save us a lot of time if you could just put them all in a bag by themselves.
Because the other parts of it are the only way they can say that
It's a little bit healthy?
It's a healthy cereal. They got grains and
Yeah.
wheat in it and stuff.
But you know what? It's kind of like Swedish fish. Remember when they tried to put in like green and yellow, and you're like, what is that? Like the only Swedish fish that should ever be sold is red.
Red.
That's it.
That's
I don't
it.
want to see another fish in my bag.
I totally agree.
I guarantee at one
Totally
point
agree.
she has a rider that says only green M&Ms.
Oh,
Don't, but I will do it now.
Yeah!
But she does have a
Can
rider
we-
that says only red Swedish fish.
Yes.
Can
yes.
we-
Which we've already been delivered.
Can we do a thing where we wite her rider and she has to just present it? I would.
tight.
That would be.
Although you
awesome.
guys would probably get me fired and never hired again.
Nah,
No.
we're not gonna put anything that outrageous.
No.
But-
if we're already coming up with these schemes,
Yeah.
it means you're already in. We're already coming up with schemes.
All right. I mean, we're out of time for tonight.
Oh, what?
Guys, I've had so much fun. Thank you for having me.
So
How
I,
did it go so
like
fast?
I said, I heard in the middle of the show that you're gonna be back on Thursday, right?
Yeah, I'm going to be back. So you're
So-
not getting rid of me that easy.
Amazing.
So she'll be here Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m.
Phenomenal.
Pacific,
Phenomenal.
right there, right next to
her.
us.
Right, her.
Her.
Right, her.
Yeah.
And we have a
Everybody
ton
needs to watch.
of Florida news, a ton
yeah.
of Netflix and Spill, a ton of hashtag trending, a ton of video game news. We have everything on
We
Thursday
do.
night. All the things that we couldn't get to tonight.
Yeah.
Clippers.
Very exciting.
Yeah.
And we don't hold back to like on Thursday.
No.
This was
Today, it's kind of like, oh, you're just going to pussyfoot around
Yeah,
it.
warm
Yeah.
up.
This
But
is
Thursday,
Oh, we're going to get
balls to
nutty.
the wall.
the gloves are off on Thursday.
We're going to get nutty.
She's gonna come out swinging and be like, "You're a piece of shit." You're a piece of shit." And neither one of us are even gonna say anything. We're just like, I don't know why she was so mean.
And by the way, I haven't used this yet, so fuck!
Damn it.
Okay.
I was just about to do that.
you guys
Do you
want
want to say?
fight
Do
over
you want
who
to say
can
it
have
at the
the
same time?
F-bomb?
No, we can all get one.
No,
you
no,
want to
no.
say it at the
You
same
guys
time?
can
Do you want to
too.
say it at the
Okay,
same
on the
time?
count of
You
three.
do
Ready?
one.
3, 2, 1.
Fuck!
Good night, everybody. Have a great night. We'll see you Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m.
Love you both.
Have a great night. Good night, everybody.
We're such 5-year-olds.
Where are my crayons?